Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Rainbow Warriors will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Line gets set, first down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Now on second and short after that pickup. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Snap it to the back. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Quarterback will keep it. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read.
He's going for the big play. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically downfield. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
At the 20, he's got space. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll come out throwing on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense comes. Huge fumble recovery.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They'll snap it from the 25 on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Touchdown, Tigers! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Offense set on 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They think there's room to run to the right here. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow.
Just causing wreckage in the secondary. He's up to 57 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Lets it fly. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line, a pickup of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
Corrals it at the 45. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hawaii. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. UAB was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Birmingham. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. At the 35, he's got room. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. On to attempt the try. Right down the boulevard. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He's going to bring it out from deep. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, wants to throw. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Well, they're able to get the negative play. Great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's caught. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. They'll line up for a second down play. Finds his tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. And some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, two former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that, too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
They'll try it over the left side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. On 3rd down, going up top. Scrambling away. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball on the perimeter. You toss it out there to the running back. He gets out there faster. We got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
He looks that one in nicely. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Smashes through. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Quarterback checking the play. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Now improvising. Hit as he throws. Picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. He wants to take the top off. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He's going for a big play downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field, and they just didn't have it there.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. The back goes in motion. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Snags it on the right. All the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He wants it all. That one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has.
Touchdown LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his man down the middle. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient. Sends it downfield. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Feeling some heat. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. At the 35, he's loose. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Completes it in the middle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Rainbow Warriors will hustle to the line. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Hawaii! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Off play action. Stands in and takes the hit. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team there.
Looking to the big tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. On the option. He'll toss it. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes down the right side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to run it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On second down, he'll let it fly. Got him downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes one deep. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
A lot of times you can tell by the pass set, that tackle gets really, really quick. You can tell that ball's going to come out quick. Great job by the defensive end, seeing the ball come out quick, getting his hands in the air, and deflecting the football.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that they're
going to take a shot at this DB. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him. And the defense finally came up with a play.
Still running at the 40. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And that's why it's so important offensively to practice these type of plays. These RPOs, these zone reads, these option plays, and just rep them over and over and over so the quarterback is making the right decisions intuitively and quickly.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And nice blocking by this offense. Nice job running the football. How about the running back? You could tell he knew exactly where the goal line was. He wanted to get to it. He was fighting to get to it, but goes out of bounds at the 1. First and goal from the 1. This offense is in great position.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing first and goal. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! And they take it in for 6 more points. try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. East Carolina is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Pirates fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is.
He'll do it himself.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Crosses the 45. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to run it. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. First down to start the drive after the break. On the option. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They'll run the option. Oh, no, the ball popped out. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. And it's picked off for the third time today. Bringing it back at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is good. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. From inside the 15, chance for a good, and he loses the football on the return. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had his man for a big gainer, and he just flat missed him.
The defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some...
He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Tigers! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Just about set to kick it away. Going for the return. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Trying to find his man on first down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. A first down for the offense. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll throw it on first down. Still looking on the move. Now he's going to throw it all the way back across the field. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. Fast motion from the offense. Using his feet. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Oh, the quick spin move. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the pummeling has started. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. on first down. Here comes this offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Got his man in the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line in the hurry up. Going up top on first down. Coming after it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
I love the anticipation on.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. It's first down from the 11. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Fourth and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on fourth and short.
And the Rainbow Warriors trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
He gets the 2-point conversion as they draw ever closer. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Quickly complete. Headed to the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way.
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Comes out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his big tight end. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. They'll throw it on first down. He makes a grab. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And now on second down for this offense. The option look. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. LSU now operating in the red zone. Razor. Cricket. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a